My goodness. I don't know if you could pack more DPS in a lineup.
Yeah.
Actually, this is insane. Hopefully, trying to get it to chain over to the enemy champion and get a little free harass is good.
Oh, Sven?
Sven is so low, gets the exhaust out.
Down. JENSEN's still fighting. They're looking for the first blood. JENSEN trying to flash up play, but there's first blood. SVENSKEREN.
Ward here onto SVENSKEREN. They could burst him out very quickly if they flash.
Oh, good leap. Buzzwave, but CONTRACTZ flashing in for it. Needs to kick him, not quite in range. Equalizer down, but it's a bit too defensive. Now HAUNTZER forced to flash out from under Nautilus. So he gets tagged again. Snare is up there from the hook, and the Q's gonna land. Impact gets the kill.
Sometimes the experience that actually let's just set up this bush gank.
Oh, great poke there from BJERGSEN, forcing JENSEN's flash, being in a chase in. Q's lands in, and here's CONTRACTZ. Hawkshot gonna spot him though. CONTRACTZ gonna make sure he stays up. Last cone used there for Sven. JENSEN burns both summoners, but he does stay alive. Just gonna move in. Top lane dive being prepped though.
He's got no armor here so far.
SVENSKEREN looking for an impact with the flash and the ulti. Flashes out. BJERGSEN here as well. Poke's gonna land in.
I got it!
Flashes for it. Gets him with the orders and the depth charge. Just chases him away to victory.
And there it is. BJERGSEN finally takes his toll. He's been pushing in mid over and over and over. Opens himself up for the roam and that possible first turret. JENSEN wants to answer.
They have no one else here. This is actually quite dangerous for Cloud9, but TSM don't know that.
They're trying to focus on the minion wave and deny this first turret gold, but that could just hand over kills on top of it.
Okay, from HAUNTZER going to try and zone them. He takes damage. He's on the bottom lane as the turret falls down. BIOFROST getting opened up on Curtain Call in. Turtle eats 2 bullets. SMOOTHIE trying to lock them down. He's going to just stand and fight. Almost take out SMOOTHIE. He'll burn there from Sneaky. Turtle answers with his own, and the Grasping Roots very barely miss him. Turtle snared up there, but he will live.
How long though? Impact is coming in.
Got no ultimate, but he's going to try and go for the dive. BIOFROST needs to get back and save his case. Q's going to miss it out. Turtle. He has to call for help, but Impact just going to keep running. I'm not sure Turtle can get out safely. Flashes out. He's going to be okay.
And meanwhile,
JENSEN snares. CONTRACTZ in. There's a kill for the Lee Sin.
All right, we got action everywhere. Phase 3.
No, he stayed too long now. He's snared up by the Jhin. Flashes and Sneaky crits him with the last bullet. Jayce gets a snipe on the other side. SVENSKEREN takes out CONTRACTZ as well.
More blood, more blood.
Impact dead as well. There's the double kill for BJERGSEN. More blood is what you want, Kirby. You've got it. That's a mess.
All right, there's nobody left around to fight anymore. Everyone's off screen, so it looks like things are going to calm down a little bit here.
He's starting to hurt here. Second item not quite there yet, but he will be well on the way at 3-0-1. Arrow lands on a Sneaky, actually stuns him in. TSM looking for a play for his Sven. Gonna get snared up. That's the kill for CONTRACTZ for the execute. Kill down there on a Sneaky is now the equalizer. Gonna force SMOOTHIE to flash out of the way. BJERGSEN fighting 1v2. Exhaust on the CONTRACTZ. JENSEN wants it, but BJERGSEN gonna turn out around. 1v2. No, gets shut down by CONTRACTZ.
Ding ding, round 2.
Oh,
here we go.
Gonna go down. Perhaps HAUNTZER gonna burn him to a crisp. There's an easy pickup for the Rumble.
Fight, fight, fight. Nobody left on the bottom side, so that means the bottom turret for Cloud9 is also going to go down. Look at this counter gank from Sven. This could be disastrous for CONTRACTZ. Needs to be patient and take into account the positions of all the enemies, not just...
Have they found him? There's a TP in actually from Impact.
Oh.
HAUNTZER's here already. I think that surprised Cloud9. CONTRACTZ going to kick him back, but he's already taken so much damage. Tries to kick him back in his Sven. Looks to get in there. JENSEN locks in HAUNTZER as Impact takes it. BIOFROST needs to find the big ultimate. Gets it up, but it's not enough. Impact grabs a double kill. Arrow in from Turtle. There's going to be the counter kill. Impact goes down.
Oh, and they're not done yet. JENSEN goes in for the snare.
All right, the snare lands in. Here's the ultimate from Jhin. Shot into BIOFROST. Shot into him again. Fourth shot, he tanks it, making sure his team stays safe. But JENSEN powered up, looks for the realm wall. BIOFROST needs to land the big snare. Oh, he goes in alone. Looked very unsafe. Looked so unsafe.
He got another summoner spell out. The exhaust from BIOFROST was
okay.
He did have to flash out, so had to pay for it. But man, this game definitely exciting. This time it went better for Cloud9. Didn't want to commit to that one. I guess his flash was used earlier.
All right,
was free.
1v3. HAUNTZER gonna get out of this one. No, he can't. SMOOTHIE gets himself a kill. Feels good for the support. You can just see how far behind they are in waves, though. I mean, HAUNTZER answering in the bottom side. SMOOTHIE gets tagged. Huge chunk by the Jayce. Almost got himself 2-shot there. And now this tower's under siege. I mean, Cloud9, what can they really do in this situation?
Well, they can get chunked out really heavily under turret if they... Yep, there it is.
Sneaky lost more than 50% of his health. That turret's dead.
CONTRACTZ trying to flank around though. T9 are looking for a flank play because all the members of TSM are squishy. If you knock one in, away from the rest of them.
This is good, but Turtle flashing into the gym bullet. Now the rest of the squad's here. Turtle gonna get knocked up and blown up. Sneaky claims that one. HAUNTZER trying to cut him in half as SVENSKEREN chases down Sneaky. Exhaust is down. Sven.
One by
That's gonna cost
one.
him his life. Cloud9 punishing the overstepping TSM. The poke is still too much. Cloud9 might have to back out. BJERGSEN, can he smell blood?
He definitely sees a lot of low health members, and we've seen how much damage that Shock Blast does. If it lands on Sneaky right now, he's dead. No more of these isolated kills on squishier targets.
Ghostblade being answered. Good dodge of the arrow there from Sneaky. Extra speed from Karma. Able to help out there. That poke misses. Sneaky juking downright. Gets out of the way of that one. HAUNTZER and Impact, though, looking for a battle, and HAUNTZER soundly winning. Impact forced to burn the ulti.
And BJERGSEN is running down right now. Blast Cone available to jump over there even quicker.
Doesn't even need it.
Nope.
There's the first bit of poke. Black Cleaver should shred through this. BJERGSEN slams him down, and HAUNTZER gets a kill.
What are Cloud9 going to do on the opposite side? They should at least, okay, turret's already dead. I was going to say go for the turret, but that one took a long time coming. They finally get some of that tower gold.
Still a pretty tense situation. TSM ahead, but not massively.
Oh, he's going in!
Impact in. He's going to try and set WILDTURTLE. SVENSKEREN in the firing line as well. Flash out from Impact. Though as HAUNTZER lays down the equalizer.
Super good reactive equalizer there from HAUNTZER. As soon as Sneaky opens up, he lays it down to force Jhin to cancel the ultimate and leave.
And this is part of the problem with Cloud9 having such a small percentage of the map being theirs. They can't stop this as TSM just goes straight through mid. Or they're seeing that look to wrap around for the flank. HAUNTZER tagged by a deadly forester, jumping on a JENSEN, Sven gonna zone him out. BJERGSEN eats the ulti and his BIOFROST with a good defensive ult. HAUNTZER staying alive for a little longer with the Zhonya's, and now Impact gonna get turned on. Contract takes him down. The total hooked up by Impact. TSM getting chased out of Cloud9's base. BJERGSEN just has to keep juking. Contracts almost gets him and will nail SVENSKEREN. Now the realm warp looking for BJERGSEN. He's gonna try and take them down, but the exhaust isn't enough. BJERGSEN just can't get it.
TSM pinned themselves inside of Cloud9's base, and Impact got to play the front line role. Finally for Cloud9, they just get closed in from all sides, and Cloud9 ripped them apart.
Cloud9, they're gonna get the Baron, but it might cost them more. JENSEN, good Zhonya's. As HAUNTZER tries to take him down, but here's BIOFROST looking for the plants. JENSEN likely gonna die. He doesn't have a flash. He's gonna fight his way out. Takes down a Rumble, but it gets shut down by Turtle.
Oh goodness, this is gonna give Cloud9 so much time to even up gold. He can definitely go Bruiser. He's going in.
Oh, look, Arrow looks for SMOOTHIE as Impact gets himself out with the blast gun. Sven locked up, Contracts fires in. Who's gonna land, but good ult from Sven's gonna keep him alive. JENSEN in the meantime, working on the turret in top lane, does take it down. So they're in a huge position to just not even the game which they've now done, but take it over. They're gonna deny this other Cloud Break. No poke or steal forthcoming.
Rally caps are on for C9. They get a Drake for themselves. They should be able to chain. 27 seconds is plenty of time to get another turret. But Cloud9 have actually done quite a good job of avoiding those thus far.
Yep.
They do again.
All four of them get out of that one. JENSEN bottom side, so they're trying to start a fight. Impact burnt down, but very tanky with the Nautilus.
Karma shields. They almost take 0 damage there. And that is 2 very big ultimate use from TSM. So C9 now, plenty of room to work with.
Love the McHale's there from SMOOTHIE as well as JENSEN working on something solo. Might have got himself caught. SVENSKEREN going to slow him down. JENSEN getting chunked in realm warps out. Zhonya's very cute.
Not going to burn any summoners. Just goes for the Zhonya's activation. Plus, TSM are losing control of their wards. Because Cloud9...
Oh, Contract, that was an interaction. BJERGSEN though caught out. Impact gonna knock him out with the ultimate, and there's the kill. BIOFROST with a nice ultimate, but he gets locked up on the other end. Now JENSEN chasing in as a good flash gets him out. Equalizer almost takes out everybody else. TSM on the run.
Yeah, Cloud9 have the inside track down mid lane, though. They should be able to get control of those minions. They're actually looking to pressure TSM and force later backs. They're teleporting behind them to trap them in.
Gonna cut everybody off here. TSM have to run the opposite way. Sneaky gonna find HAUNTZER. HAUNTZER gonna try and take one down, but a flash out from SMOOTHIE as HAUNTZER presses Zhonya's button. Contract's unstoppable. Takes down another. No tag there, but Sneaky's in. There's the realm warp. Turtles left out to dry. BIOFROST not enough to snare them up, and he dies after the flash.
Surprise! JENSEN's here again, able to jump on them, and C9 should be able to get another slick bear in there. Contracts right on in top of it. SVENSKEREN
Impact needs to get in there, though.
Can Sven do a miracle steal?
I mean, he's gonna get hit up here by Impact. Impact's trying something. Sven looking to take them out, but Sneaky just kites him back. Baron now to Cloud9.
Cloud9, another team fight victory, another Baron for themselves.
TSM are struggling to find a fight that works for them. They don't have that many options left. C9 know it. BIOFROST gonna get 1v1 by Contracts. Very stylish ward hop kick.
All right, that's probably going to be Elder Dragon as well, because Sven is going to be coming from base.
TSM's 26-minute assault. And now it's Sneaky's turn. SVENSKEREN hops away from the next bullet. Impact straight onto BJERGSEN. Turtle going to get knocked up as well, but back to the safety of the turret. Snare not going to land, but now the inhibitor turret is ripe for the picking. Cloud9 take it down easily. Sven has to get zoned out again by a Nautilus hook, and TSM just don't have enough health to withstand this push.
Take their time here, wait for another round of minions to buff up with Baron. They're still very comfortable with the super late game boss. Here comes C9.
Cut off ultimate, not enough. BIOFROST with a big Stranglethorns. And now Impact getting burnt down. TSM might have found enough. They get the GA off of the Nautilus. HAUNTZER though goes in, his contract gets exhausted, hops his way out, but he dies as Sneaky goes off again. Turtle caught up by Impact. JENSEN's gonna get the next kill, and it's just too easy ones for Cloud9. Realm Warp in, looks for BJERGSEN, he's got a spell shield. Impact, the only one in as they take down the inhibitor.
It's always so comical when one person low health shows up on the Realm Warp. And it is still going to be Cloud9 working towards the Nexus turrets and looking to even up our series, Pastry.
SVENSKEREN looking to get some work done on the flank, but he can't find the right angle. Impact finds him, and he's dead. Cloud9 pushing in towards these turrets, and TSM not much left to defend with BJERGSEN to get zoned out by JENSEN. Next year's turret's going to fall down, and Cloud9 say, you want the crown? Come a little harder next time.